I don't see
I'm going to your channel right now.
you, but
They'll catch up.
No, you're
What
not on yet.
Redskins quarterback changed their pronunciation of his name in college to the Brown Trophy?
There, it says you're live now.
Heisman?
There we go.
What show is the TLC and they try to find the perfect wedding dress? Perfection. Say yes to the dress.
say yes to the dress.
Correct.
The answer is say yes to the dress.
You were correct. And all I got was 2 lives. That sucks. Okay.
Okay, I really enjoyed playing as the Terminator, though. That was awesome.
Sit back. You're twisting yourself, buddy.
I can't believe you didn't see at least one episode of the Terminator TV show.
No, I think I did see a couple of them actually, but I just can't really remember much. No, I think I've seen more than one. I think I've seen a couple of them.
See, I think if they had Arnie on that show, it would have lasted longer. But he was busy being governor of California.
He's probably in this Terminator than he did in all the other ones. That's probably one of the reasons why he is back. The big fat paycheck. Those movie stars nowadays are overpaid. They always have been. There it is.
Come here.
Round 2, fight.
Getting my ass kicked.
Seen that.
It knew that I was gonna die. Come on.
You gotta use that L2 and R2 when they tell you to work by your name. And they'll do one of those wicked moves.
Round
You get
1,
push them at the same time.
Come on. So yeah, that video was actually supposed to be longer. It was supposed to have a thing that was supposed to tie all the segments of me together. So that's gonna be either in the next one or I don't know, something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. I'm sure you have material that you think is useless after you know, film it.
Yeah. Kind of. I don't know. Kind of happened to go.
Mercy? What's a mercy? Gonna fatality my ass. He just froze my head. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was.
Fatality.
Did you watch Bucky's new video yet? I haven't watched it yet. So.
I haven't watched any of his videos in a long time. I feel really bad. I watched. I went on to Randy's live thing he does on the weekends, and when I popped on, 10 seconds, his camera fucked up or something, and it happens a lot when he's doing his live thing, and didn't come back on. And I watched Travis's one video that it's like an aerial, like he does these like drone videos, air drone videos. They're pretty cool. Like I don't like heights, but I don't have a problem watching like videos like that. But I wouldn't want to be up that high. And no, I gotta go watch some Bucky videos there. God, he must have about 40 of them by now. I haven't seen he puts out so many a week.
I want to watch the new one though. See if it's night.
Yep, Bucky's quite the active YouTuber, that's for sure.
Round 2. Fight!
Resistance is futile.
Final round.
I love it.
Excuse me.
So yeah, the caveman show wasn't for you, huh?
Not really. See, a lot of stuff was just, I don't know, it's kind of predictable, and got a lot of the jokes extremely predictable. I don't know, just didn't know. It happens, you know. There's probably hundreds of things that I watch and you probably couldn't stand. You never know. Well, like, I can sit and watch live hockey and Games and Greens, for example, he hates hockey. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I like, and my friends, whether they're YouTube, internet, tech guys, and people I know in real life, we're all different, I guess, because the hockey team I like, I don't know.
Do you like Seinfeld?
Yeah.
That's why I liked that show. I thought it reminded me of Seinfeld if they let it run longer.
Oh, I didn't get that vibe at all. I thought Seinfeld's a classic to me. Excellent writing. Excellent writing.
I enjoy Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's my dad's favorite there. He still watches it because it's still on down here.
The anti-dentite.
Yeah, those are some good ones. That to me, that was like, this is just me. That was my last comedy on TV that I used to watch on a regular basis. I've had people say, "Oh, you didn't like what the hell is that one they're called that was really popular?" Oh God, everybody was watching it with me.
How I Met Your Mother?
No. The three. I think it was like three nerds lived together.
Oh, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I could not. I tried because everybody told me it was so awesome, so I tried it a couple times, and I was like, it was like eating a handful of shit, and everybody's telling me it's chocolate cake, and I'm like, no, honestly, look in my hand, look, it's shit. It's not fucking chocolate cake.
You are eating big globs of it too.
Oh man, I took one little bite, 2 bites. I mean, I watched it twice, and I spit her out both times. And I didn't like that.
Okay, I gotta ask: did you watch it toward the end or toward the beginning, or don't you know? Because if
I
it
just
was,
gave it a chance. I watched it like 2 episodes, right from the credits to the opening credits to the ending credits.
If it was toward the end of the show's run.
Oh, I see you're talking about. No, this was kind of like the maybe 2nd season.
No, I can't explain that then. But if it was toward the end of the show's run, it got a little off the wall. I mean, Raj, the Indian guy ends up with no one. And they focused a lot of energy on that spin-off, Sheldon, and they don't even use the same actor for the mother.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh, sorry. There was I forgot. There was another show I liked that was on in the 2000s, but you probably never seen it or even heard of it because it's a Canadian show. It was called Corner Gas. I heard like that.
No, I've never heard of that. Can I look it up on? Can I look it up on YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'll look right now. It's this. It's like this place we have this province called Saskatchewan, right? Where you can drive for miles and 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 miles, and all you see is like prairies, right? No trees.
Yeah.
No rocks, no mountains. Just looks like fields and fields and fields. Not corn, not cows. I'm talking just fields. So this show takes place in Saskatchewan. There's like a restaurant and a little gas station beside each other, and everything in a small town. Everything revolves around this town, the gas station, and the restaurant. And there's this guy called Hank. You get a kick out of Hank. And it's just funny. Like, Hank thinks he sees The Littlest Hobo. You probably don't know The Littlest Hobo. That's another Canadian show when I was a kid, but like back in the 80s, there was a show called Littlest Hobo, and it was this like German Shepherd dog that went around helping people, and then he'd always leave at the end, not stay with the people, and they always wanted, "You stay with us, dog, go home with us," and he'd leave. And they play the music. Well, that was back in the 80s. Well, Hank thinks that he sees The Littlest Hobo, and they tell Hank, you know, like, that dog's dead, man. That was back in the 80s. He's like, no, it's here. And it's just kind of funny. It's
kind of like if they did that with Lassie.
Turn the volume down on this.
Okay. Kind of like if they did that with Lassie up here in the States.
Oh, they got the whole episode. Oh yeah, I'll have to send them to you. You'll like that one. Oh yeah.
Find me a good one.
Oh, this is a good one. I'll have to put on your last video.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'll get a kick out of that. I don't even know if you know the TV show called Littlest Hobo, but I used to actually watch it all the time because this was back when there was only 13 channels, man. So
yeah, right.
You watched it.
Crap. I
was only like I was only like 12 years old or 11 years old, I think, when it came out, so still that age that I can enjoy it.
Okay, I switched to medium, but if I don't ever learn how to play medium, I'll never learn how to play hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't play on anything but medium or sometimes hard. I don't like easy.
No, I love easy. It makes me feel like a, you know, a real superhero. Yeah, the guy who wrote Watchmen's a real no-fooling wizard. He's a practicing wizard.
You know how, like, another thing on that show with Corner Gas, they always, a lot of them have, like, flashbacks, and flashbacks are funny. And when they show the flashbacks, it'll show you those guys dressed up like how Seinfeld would show them in high school, but it's still Jerry and George. And they look just so ridiculous because they look like guys in their 30s trying to look like teenagers. Well, these guys have done that too. They're like, remember us in high school with our rock and roll band? And they'd show you the next clip of them with wigs on, long hair, playing a rock. It was a really bad band too. There's this old guy named Oscar. I like him. He's always calls everybody a jackass. Jackass. really sexy cop too. A white cop and a Native American cop on the show. The Native American cop's like really nice and polite, but he's dumb. And she's like just hot. I think she's hot.
So you said you liked Nick's girlfriend from Caveman, right?
Yeah, but that girl on Corner Gas at the top, I like her more. She's more my style. That little girl is more out of my league. The big time. You gotta go through that. Good looking animal. Girl, Starlet. Right on. Sometimes it's a success and sometimes it's failure. I gotta just... I don't know, I heard the dog, I don't know. She's doing that.
Round 2, fight!
I forgot part of my story, Bob.
Yeah?
That was when I woke up before I put the PlayStation on, I started a fire in the wood stove that's down the hall, and I was just checking on right there.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just...
Looks pretty good. The hallway was just freezing cold, and I went, that fire's got it all nice and close and warm now.
Round 1, fight!
Excuse me, I'm still on your loading screen. Oh, there we are. Round 1, fight.
I'm determined to win this. It doesn't ever cost you coins, does it? In the old Mortal Kombats, did it cost you?
I can't. I don't know. I am no Mortal Kombat expert, that's for sure. I just got that one game because I thought it was cool. And I don't regret it. I got my money's worth out of it and moved on. Fall came into my life.
You got a new friend.
I never had a friend. That's the thing. I always was trying to find that game where I could just sink into it and be like my little world. And I've got quite a few of those. Keep close, but not got follow. And it's kind of nice that my one. Well, he's not just my one friend. He's like my best friend since grade 9. It's kind of cool that he plays like about three days a week. So it's nice that he experiences it with me at times. And I got another friend I know in real life, Dale. Me and him were playing yesterday. But poor old Dale, all he does is talk. Just like, don't get nothing done with Dale. But with me and Doug, man, we get rolling. We start the day with let's do our dailies. Those are like these things you do for rewards every day. And then we go on questing. And then sometimes we'll just spend the whole weekend building our bases together. And a lot of fun.
Oh, the last one that I just played through, yeah, as you'll see, I really wanted to win that one.
Yeah, but I was fighting this bear yesterday and he killed me about 8 times and I really wanted to win that one too.
Black bear or grizzly bear?
It was this grizzly bear that was radiated and he was glowing green. He had radiation poisoning, which didn't make them sick and weak. It made them strong and angry.
I gotta ask, Cryptic, do they have any zoos in Fallout? I mean,
yeah, actually, they do. There's a zoo that obviously nothing's going. There's a few things that are still alive in it, but they got mutated pretty hard from the nuclear bombs that went off. There's these things that look like, picture an alligator walking around like kind of like a dinosaur, kind of like a T-Rex, but a T-Rex alligator, but not as tall, obviously, as a T-Rex. It's the same size as like an alligator, which is pretty big. Some alligators are 20 some odd feet long. So yeah, they had a couple of the animals who were screwed up and made it through the war and just continued on with life all radiated. There's a lot of animals in there in the game. Like for instance, these things usually don't attack you, but there's these things called rag stags. Now what those are, you know, like deer, a stag, you know? Well, it's like a deer, but it has 2 heads.
yeah.
And that's because of the radiation. There's a lot of the people got turned into things called ghouls. And they're kind of like zombies, but they run real fast. But they're not zombies, they're ghouls. And there's some ghouls that are not crazy. They're actually like normal, like everybody else. They dress and they walk around and they do normal things. So they're not in this game. They were in Fallout 4. They were pretty cool. You could have one for your companion.
Give me. Show me the money. That's not the money. Show me the money. God. Totally just beat my butt.
Yeah, and the thing I like about that corner gas
Your clan
is they got a
What?
really cool theme song. I like their
What,
theme
Ma?
song.
While you're talking cryptic, I'm gonna fold it.
Okay.
Sound like she said, while you're talking to cryptic, I'm gonna fold a Kleenex.
Fold clothes. But
I thought you said fold a Kleenex. I'm like,
yeah, we
Alright.
just have a Kleenex as that's all we share. We share the family Kleenex, don't you
yeah,
know?
what's your mom doing? Oh, she's folding Kleenex. Okay.
That's great.
Are you gonna have
So-
a little chill out time to talk private, or are you just gonna leave?
Did you ever watch the show Code Monkeys?
Nope.
Did you ever?
Never heard of it. But you didn't. I don't think you heard me. I was asking if you were going to be going private at all, or are you just going to leave play your game and then go when you go?
I'm just gonna play my game and go when I go.
Okay, no, I never heard of Code Monkeys. What's that?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
You told me something about Code Monkeys.
Yeah. So,
What are you talking about? I never heard of it.
Code Monkeys used to be on like this network, like G4. They were really awesome. They were like MTV, but for like my generation.
Oh, no, never heard of that. We must not have had it here, or else I would have heard of it.
I've gotten really into watching that show lately. It started with the theme song. I started looking up who did the theme song to this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when you got a show that you like, and that pop it all off. It's got a good theme show. Or a good theme song, I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I like the Corner Gas theme song. It's pretty decent.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, I'll take for you here. That other one was the long version. The long version isn't in the one you want because they don't have the long version when you're watching the TV show.
Code
The
Monkeys.
normal.
Code Monkeys does the exact same thing. They don't. They play the end of the song, not the beginning.
Oh, this one is just kind of like shortened it up, but I don't know what part it would be. I'll play it right here. It's pretty cool though. I like it. Good old Canadian thing. Alright.
Come on.
There we go.
Come on.
Nice little catchy
Damn.
theme song.
Damn, I'm so close. So close. Did you see how close I got?
All I'm really seeing right now is the decapitation and your head just got.
that was awesome. I'm a good loser. I'm a good sport.
Yeah, you can sing that song instead of I'm a girl watcher. You could be like, I'm a good loser. I'm a good loser. Watch me lose. Yeah, they used to have that song that was called like I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. And then back in the 80s, I remember my grandmother used to watch Wheel of Fortune religiously. And then they had a damn commercial called for Wheel of Fortune. It was like, I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher. And oh, it drove me insane. It ruined a good song. And because nobody would ever heard that song would never think of I'm a girl watcher ever again without somewhere in your head thinking I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher. But I'll tell you though,
I hate
the
I hate
commercial was
wheel.
good because they always showed Vanna White. And she was hot to look at on the wheel. Her and Pat Sajak.
Fat flea stack, as my dad calls him.
Oh, my grandmother used to watch that religiously, and then right after that,
Jeopardy.
Her other favorite show, Murder, She Wrote.
Jeopardy's
Nice.
right after that up here.
No, it was different. I think it was the other way around. Here.
They finally
It was
let
on Canadian.
they
it was on
finally
Canadian
let you guys
channel.
on our Jeopardy.
No.
They finally let the Canadians on.
Well, we've had our own Jeopardy. Like, or no, we don't. That is sort of. Yeah, but don't you know? I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. The host is Canadian. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Alex Trebek.
yeah, Alex
he's
is Canadian. Big time.
Yeah. But the show is American in the States and American owned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It's owned by CBS, the same guys that own Star Trek.
Cool. More rich people.
Come on. I did it!
You won't be back.
That was me. Yeah. I did it. Did you see?
Brutality.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Got his head right off.
Yeah. Do I want to end that right here and just end the video? Just end the video.
Bob's moment in the sun finally comes after all that darkness. That's a
Alright.
good payback for losing.
So, G4 was a cool network. They used to celebrate like 420. You know what that is, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. They used to...
19 more minutes. 9 more minutes, I'm sorry. 9 more minutes and it's 420 here. No, I know what 420 means. Man, I'll tell you what 420 means without even saying a word. Just 1 second.
Right on.
That's called 411.
Right on. So G4 was the only network that I know that did that. So the Code Monkeys actually has a 420 episode. Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
holiday. And then the guy asked...
Holiday.
The guy asked at the very end, like Charlie Brown, does anyone know what 420 is all about? It's funny. If I knew how to send links, I'd totally send you a link to that one. But, yeah.
Well, I'll have to show you one day. It's pretty simple.
Mom knows how to do it. I just get her to do it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think you honestly, I think you'll enjoy that Corner Gas because just kind of the way you and I talk, I think that this would be one of those shows that if we knew each other in real life, sort of thing, we'd be like, hey, did you watch Corner Gas last night? And we'd be like, yeah, and then start talking about it like Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's all very...
Because it is good. It's Canadian. There's like the only 2 shows that I've seen the last few years that are good.
You know,
There's, like, the Trailer
you know
Park
what?
Boys and Corner Gas for being Canadian made.
You know what? I just found out it's filmed by you, Supergirl.
I didn't know that.
Supergirl's
I know-
filmed by you.
I know the X-Files there for quite a few seasons was filmed out in Vancouver because that was back when the American dollar was like really, really huge and the Canadian dollar was really, really weak. So the Americans were taking advantage of that because they could film a movie in Vancouver for half the price. Because that would cost in the USA. Go to Canada and do the movie for half the price.
Yeah, like
Not the
how
movie, I mean the whole TV series.
Transformers was filmed in Detroit.
Oh yeah?
You knew that, right?
You know, I never got into that comic book. I never got into them. I never got into the toys. I had friends that had Transformers stuff.
I'm
and
more
I
of a
just
He-Man
couldn't
guy
get into it.
myself, but
I just never got into the robot stuff, and plus not. I didn't like that like block look. They look like I just didn't like it. The only robots that I actually really liked was like Terminator. Like that was, you know, that's serious hardcore.
yeah.
All those other things, whether they're a good robot or the Star Wars stuff. Sorry, I like the Star Wars robots. They're all cool because they seem like normal and proper.
So yeah,
And I
Supergirl's
like how
filmed in
C-3PO
Canada.
walked perfect. I think C-3PO walked like perfect. But so have you been doing any watching any conspiracy stuff or you know anything from our little weird things? I've just been doing a lot of Bigfoot encounter stories. And some of them, Bob, you can tell are just bullshit. But other ones, you can tell, man, these people are telling the truth. But some of them, oh my god, I can only listen to about 10 minutes, and I'm just like, my bullshit alarm starts going off. Just like, I can't handle this.
No, I haven't been listening to any of the conspiracy stuff lately. Not this week, anyway.
I just been doing that. I watched my hockey team there last night play because I got this thing called Center Ice. It's like you pay like a couple $100 and you can watch all the hockey games for the whole season, every team. So I watch my Philadelphia Flyers 82 games if I can. There's a couple games, of course, I missed. And last night I watched them play and they won 4-1, so that was cool. They beat a good team too. So that was fun. And then went to sleep. I think I had about 4 cans of beer watching that game, and I was ready to go to bed after that. And I think that's what happened.
What?
Yeah, that's what happened. Like my hockey. Oh yeah. Also, last Friday went to an AHL game with my dad and my brother.
When's he coming
It
home?
was pretty fun.
Oh. Give me one more guy and then I'll call it quits.
It's 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Got one more fight.
Yeah, but you know what I have been listening to because we talked about it? Stephen Hawking's very last book.
Oh yeah, I remember about that last time for a bit.
What?
I think she wants you to pick your fight. You got about 10 minutes before you gotta go.
Yeah, I know.
You and I
Okay.
get talking about some of those topics, and 10 minutes can go by pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's the thing, eh? If we're talking about something we couldn't stand, it'd be like take forever. Like that's like what I used to find in school. Like I'd go to history class or English, and it just went by so fast, and I was like so disappointed. And then go to math class, and it felt like I was in math for 6 hours. It was like, oh my god, I hate this. It's weird when you're having fun. Like they say, you're having fun, time flies. It's so true.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. No, that's too confusing. Play under easy. No, let's play some medium. Get my ass kicked a couple times. The telephone is ringing. Right? Did I do the thing?
Yeah. Alice Cooper. Telephone is ringing. I got you on the run, driving in my car now, anticipating fun. I'm gonna drive up to you, babe. That's a really good song. I've seen him do that song live about 7 times. It's all the whole place will go black, and then you hear a telephone ring, and then you hear the drums go, and then Alice Cooper comes out. Yeah, the telephone is ringing. There's Alice. Yeah, he's like 70 years old. Must be there. I don't know. I don't know. 71. My goodness. He's still out there doing concerts. He's on tour right now. He's on tour every year.
Get over here.
He's not coming to my area. He hasn't been here in about 10 years. Or never will be.
We got Elton John out by us recently for his last Yellow Brick Road tour.
Yeah, I think my dad saw him live in the 70s. Back when he was like, really, really popular. Back in the days in the 1970s music. It must have been fun. I was too little to give a shit about music. Well, I listen to Kiss.
Good monkey like coffee. That's what I get for screwing up the song. Cold monkey make coffee. Cold monkey got a boring job.
Excuse me.
Cold monkey, very simple.
Round 1. Fight.
Big one for this year, alright? Cold monkey Maggie.
Round 2. Fight.
Damn. Alright. I'm gonna end on a low note, apparently.
Okay.
Ma. Okay. I might come back. I'm ready. Sorry I didn't have a whole lot to say today, Cryptic. Just...
No, that's fine.
What's the weather like up there?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask about the weather. Cold too?
Snowing
Yep.
yet?
No snow, but it's cold.
Oh, there's snowing. here today.
We got snow.
But it didn't stick.
No, not us. It's just cold, windy, dark.
Cold, windy, and dark.
I agree.
Well, we got snow. We're cold.
No, it's coming. It's all snow at west. It'll be here soon. It's a coming.
Alright, you told me to just hang on a minute.
Alright. Hang on, my friend.
Usual, I guess you call it a mutation, you know, something that's springing up with some of these feral dog populations around the world. And, you know, I wonder if that it might not be attributed to environmental factors, things like pollution and so forth.
Yeah. They're running around with 3 eyes, we'll know for sure, won't we?
Yeah.
So, okay, so another cryptid that you've spent a lot of time on, and this is one that don't get talked about nearly enough, is the flying cryptids.
Yeah.
And I mean, these go way back to like the Thunderbird, that kind of stuff. I mean, is that something what you know people are seeing today? Do you think this is still the same creature that we was talking about back then, or do you think we're looking at 2 or 3 different types of creature here?
No, I absolutely think there is mounting evidence that there is at least one type of large, unknown flying animal out there, and it most certainly is the same thing that Native Americans talked about in terms of the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird legend is a prevalent legend throughout Native America cultures. It spans from the Pacific Northwest to the American Southwest, the Great Plains, the New England, and pretty much everywhere. So you have these totems and that depict these giant birds on the top, and you know the native legends. But what's really interesting is the modern eyewitness sightings, and because of the fact that I've focused on reports of flying cryptids, I've kind of become a lightning rod for those types of reports, and I'm contacted on a fairly frequent basis by people who are adamant that they've seen something unknown, something very large.
What?
I guess the challenging thing is
Say hello.
Hey,
Hi. I'm back.
are you still on your game?
Yeah. Still on my
Oh,
game.
I'll go back to your channel. I left it. You turned your game on.
And that's normally what I do, but that's normally what I do.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, man. Drink the cold water. Nice cold water.
Alright.
Round 2. Fight.
Ho ho ho. Right?
Yeah, I remember those commercials when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I seriously, honest to God, do. I was about 3 or 4 years old. That's one commercial I never left my head because it was a cartoon. And how can you not like a cartoon when you're a little kid?
Do you remember how Nick at Night used to play like reruns of old commercials or whatever? Did they do that by you?
Who?
Nick at Night?
Reruns of old? No, never had anything like that. But I've seen them on YouTube before.
That's how I was exposed to that commercial.
No, I grew up with that, man. It
No.
didn't make me like my vegetables anymore, but I grew up with that commercial and I thought it was cool, and the giant didn't scare me or nothing. I remember I was probably about 3 years old the first time I seen it, and I remember it didn't scare me and I liked it, but it didn't make me want to eat my peas anymore.
Yeah, kind of like me and Popeye. Popeye's cool and
Yeah.
all, but
Yeah, I wonder how many kids could you really honestly fool with spinach just because of a popular cartoon character. But I'm sure there were kids eating it that they probably didn't like it, but they just ate it because they thought that they'd get strong, but they really didn't. They probably just got sick. I remember I was at the babysitter's once for lunch, and she had this little piece of meat cut. She says, "Here, try this." And I put it in my mouth, chewed it, and spit it out in my hand. I said, "What the hell is this?" or something like that.
all this.
Yeah, and I'm like, but 12. That's probably exactly what I said. What the hell is this? And she started laughing. And
Was
and
it
she
liverwurst?
She says it's liver. And her 2 kids are sitting there, and they're about, one of them's about 6 years younger than me, and the other one's about 3 years younger than me,
Right on.
giggling and laughing and eating their liver. And
Liver.
she's like, "Well, that's all there is." And I said, "Well, I'll wait till I go home to eat that." So I'm not eating that. And she didn't force me because she knew she wouldn't. If she tried, she knows I may have been 12, but she knows that she wouldn't have been able to handle me. I would have been too strong for her. Not that I'm Mr. He-Man by no means, but
You could.
nobody could handle me unless you were a male adult. Then you could put me down in a chair. But if you were her, and her husband was at work, I never saw her. I was always nice to her when she was nice to me. But if she tried to put me in a chair and force me to eat liver, then I'd have a different story for you.
Call from Alex Cell.
No,
It's
all
my
she did was
brother.
laugh and said, "That's all there is to eat." And I just waited till I went home. Told Mom, she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Making a peanut butter sandwich." She's like, "Supper's in an hour." I said, "I'm starving." She's like, "Well, didn't you eat over at Sandy's?" I said, "They had liver." And then she just knew I didn't like liver, and she's like, "Oh," and that was it. Normally she would have flipped out on me, but she didn't because she knew I didn't have anything to eat since breakfast. And I'm only 12 years old.
Yeah.
No liver. That was the first and last time I ever had liver. Because my mom never cooked it. Mom and Dad never had that for supper. They're not into that shit. Thank God. No, we never had liver and never had lamb. None of that shit put a stink in my house up. Some people really enjoy it, not me. I don't like the smell of lamb and I don't like the taste of it. The worst thing for me, walk into a kitchen and somebody's cooking lamb and cabbage, like a good old-fashioned Irish family. Boy, that stink. Boy, I were thirsty. That's some good Baja Blast.
Good stuff.
It is. I'm sure it's not quenching my thirst very good because, I think one of the worst things in the whole world to quench your thirst is carbonated drink. Yeah, you got to do it the old-fashioned way, water, if you want to quench your thirst the proper way. None of that bullshit Gatorade, whatever they tell you, they can go to hell.
I'm
It's
drink.
water.
I'm drinking tea, so there's
Yeah,
that.
you're getting like a caffeine buzz, and then when the caffeine buzz wears off, your body won't feel as well. That's what caffeine does. Same with people that drink coffee, tea. Caffeine, the drug, man. It's just like any other drug.
Yeah.
It's right up there with nicotine. Caffeine. For addiction. People don't realize it because people aren't dying left and right from drinking coffee and tea, and they're not in the hospital. What are you in here for? Oh, I drank tea for 40 years. Now I'm paying for it. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry, brother. You know,
I'm
it's not
sorry,
like that.
brother.
Yeah, you know.
God damn.
So, like, that's why nobody really cares. It's like the drug that we allow that's addictive. And nobody says anything.
Right on. And nobody's not making money off it either. That's what got pot. That
But
somebody
I'm
wasn't.
shocked to death that there isn't somebody out there having a protest, like, to ban caffeine.
Really.
Like, everybody's... do you remember a cartoon that would be probably from around the 1950s or 60s, but and they kept on doing
And
it. It was called Family Circus.
Yeah, it still runs in the Detroit newspapers.
Okay, they had
It sucks.
this comic that's on Facebook. Somebody posted up. It was funny. That has the father, and he's bent over, and he's holding a cookie for the little boy Jeffrey.
Yep.
And he says, "What's the magic word to get what you want?" And
Give me.
He says, "I'm offended."
I'm offended.
That's the magic word.
I'm
offended.
I'm offended.
Yep. What's the magic word to get whatever you want? I'm offended.
That's great.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious
That's great.
when I saw that.
That's not.
Because it's so true. I mean, if you want to get what you want, just say you're offended. Let's just say, I think people you can walk into McDonald's and flip out and say you're offended because of this, offended because of that. Here's a coupon. Get the fuck out. Thank you. That's the way people deal. You know, we don't want to be the restaurant knowing that offended somebody because that's going to go on social media. We don't
Yeah,
want
but
that.
McDonald's could learn to eat they could learn to eat a little better. They're like the only major restaurant chain that doesn't have like a veggie burger of some kind. I mean, think about it. Burger King has a veggie burger.
Yeah, I'm surprised that McDonald's didn't jump right
KFC's
on.
working on veggie nuggets.
Yeah, I'm
KFC.
surprised McDonald's didn't jump on that, eh? Like, you think that they would jump right
They
into that for the marketing
they have
reasons.
it, but they don't have it here or by you. They only have it in like Norway or Sweden or somewhere. Nowhere close.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
It's called the
You think
McVegan.
McDonald's would have came out with their own veggie burger that they would have tried to compete with that?
It's called the
or the
McVegan,
Burger
and
King one.
I ask about it every time you take me to McDonald's. I'm a real pest. I'm like, you guys have the McVegan yet? Okay, no, give me a fish sandwich.
Huh.
Okay.
Give me a fish sandwich.
You know.
Yeah, I could just see them too at the big corporate McDonald's. They're like, "All right, Burger King's got that Impossible Burger out. We're gonna have to do something with a veggie thing." And then one guy says, "Well, let's make a veggie Big Mac." And the other guy's like, "Yeah, that'll be good because the Big Mac's always fighting the Whopper, so we'll have the veggie Big Mac versus the veggie Whopper." And then they probably made it, and then somebody took a bite, and then they said, "What do you think?" And it's like, "This is shit." And they said, "Well, fuck it.
So
We'll just keep doing what we're doing."
I don't know if the
Screw veggie.
McVegan shit though.
But see, because why would McDonald's? Why how would McDonald's not jump on that when everybody else was? Everybody and their dog's been trying to jump on that veggie thing once that new meat came out, eh?
Yeah.
So that's weird. I can't believe that. Why is McDonald's not even jumped on board? They are so good at marketing.
Just
You'd think
saying.
that they would have been like, we got to get in here because everybody else is doing it, but they didn't.
Just saying.
Like I said, I went to, like I told you, when I go to those hockey games, I get my Whoppers, and when I went there, I looked on the menu, and I was going to get the 2 for $7 Whopper, and I was going to get, and I was looking for that Impossible Whopper. I looked on the whole board, and nope, not there. And when I was eating my Whopper on the way home, I ate them at home. At home, I looked on the computer at the Canadian Burger King menu, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, it's not even on there. It's like, why the hell is it not here?
I have to ask Ryan if it's by the where the Red Wings play, because he lives by there.
I don't know where the new arena. The old one used to be the Joe Louis Arena, but I don't know where the new one is. Are you talking about the new arena?
The Little Caesars thing, yeah, the new arena.
Yeah, because they have a new arena now, and I don't know where that is. It's probably downtown, isn't it?
Ryan lives by there, though.
Yeah, I don't even know what they did with the old Joe Louis Arena. I don't know if they tore it down or they kept it or what. But
I don't know.
I know that the Red Wings don't play there no more.
But my point was that Ryan lives by there. He would know. Yeah.
But he's a vegetarian too, or
no? He likes meat. He likes meat, but we both really like the superhero thing. That's where we connected. You know how you and that's one of the things I like about being a guy. You only have to have one thing in common. Everything else comes later. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you can go like that with girls too, because there's a lot of things that you'd be surprised that girls like that you like. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I was going out with this one girl back in the '90s. And she liked video games. I never even met a girl that played video games. So to me, that was like, this is weird. She's good looking. She likes video games. I'm not rich. What's going on here? And it just turned out that... Then I got thinking, well, my sisters like video games, so why would a girl like video games? My sisters don't play video games now, though. But they did when they were younger, but... This girl, when I was dating her, we were in our 20s, and she was like, just loved Resident Evil. And she was good, and she liked another game called Road Rash. She was... Yeah, but, yeah, it is nice to get that one thing in common with any person, and...
Yeah.
Everything else is...
Ryan and I only connected over the other stuff later. And our parents signed us up for like this karate class for disabled kids. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. I don't feel right, doing that right now. It was asking me if I wanted to buy him. I'm not gonna buy him. Yeah. So, Ryan's really cool that way.
Yeah,
he doesn't take no crap from. He doesn't take no crap from nobody.
You know what? Which is really strange is I was talking last week to my buddy Doug, the one you met a couple times, the guy that played Special Agent and Rob Price's, and I said to him, I go, "Hey, we've been best friends since grade 9, like absolute 100%. Google the word best friends, and we've been best friends since grade 9. That's a long time." He's like, "Yup." And I said, "You know what I've never, ever asked you?" And he's like, "What?" I said, "I've never asked you if you believed in UFOs. I've never asked you if you saw one. I've never asked you if you believe in ghosts. I've never asked you if you believe in Bigfoot." He goes, "Yeah, and the topics never came up." I said, "Do you believe in Bigfoot?" And he says, "Yeah." I go, "What do you think it is?" He goes, "I don't know." But
yeah, I've never asked Ryan that. You're like my conspiracy buddy.
I wasted a lot of my passion of not sharing it because I don't have a clue why that. I've not ever brought that topic up around them. Even while drinking and stuff when we were teenagers and in our 20s, never brought the topic up.
Playing the tower.
But he Yeah, I asked him, what do you think it is? And he just said he doesn't know what it is, but he said there's been just so many reports, and right back from, he said, like the pioneer days and the Indians before the pioneers, and he said people are still reporting it. He said the only thing that he doesn't understand is why out of all these years somebody hasn't shot one and have evidence. And I said, yeah, that is a weird one. And we're not even, me and him didn't even get into it, but I'm not even talking about a government conspiracy, because you can be somewhere and shoot it, Bob, and the government's not going to be there in 10 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you would have time to, you know, if you're one of those hunters out there and you got your truck and you got all the gear to put a dead bear or a dead deer or a dead dead moose in your truck, then you got the equipment to haul a Bigfoot and put it in your truck. So by now it is weird. Why hasn't somebody shot one, put it in the back of the truck, drove it into town, and everybody freaks out and it's on CNN? Like that part, me and my buddy don't get. And I hate the goddamn videos I watch with the Bigfoot encounters, and they'll say the guy's standing there with a rifle and he sees Bigfoot across the creek, and then the host will say, "But why didn't you shoot it?" And they'll say things like, "It looked too human." Who the fuck cares? Shoot it! Shoot the fucking thing. It's a Bigfoot, you idiot. Shoot the fucking thing. You're gonna be as rich as fuck. But then I got thinking, on the other side of the coin, Bob, I've always thought this. Let's just say you do shoot it.
Okay.
And then you're trying to pack it up and put it in your truck. I'll even be generous. You can have 2 friends and you.
Okay, Ryan and you.
I bet you some other Bigfoots are gonna show up before you drive away, and
right.
There's gonna be a little confrontation, and you might not be ready because they'll probably sneak up on you and just rip your fucking head off or something. But no, that's a possibility. But in all reality, I think that if Bigfoot saw somebody take a rifle and blow one of them away, the other ones are going to be like, "I'm not going out there." And the other guy's probably like, "I'm not going out there either. Let them take the body. I'm going home." And the other Bigfoot's...
What?
What do you think, Bob? Why the hell has there been no body after all these years?
Well, I'll tell you. Unlike you, I believe the government... I believe the government kind of does have something to do with it.
Oh, I'm sure they cover up the national park things. They don't want people knowing that there's something like a Bigfoot in the park taking people.
Because, say if you're right, they don't want to... Say if you're right and you say that they're totally giants and that proves everything that went on in Leviticus and Exodus and the Bible. Think about the controversy that would cause in the government if they, with the other religions, you know.
Yeah, that could cause some shit.
That's not gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna take that well."
I don't think they're aliens, though. I've listened to quite a few theories, and some people think that they're aliens. I don't think that.
You and I disagree on that one. Yeah.
I don't think.
I think he's an alien. It's an alien.
Gigantopithecus to me looked like a giant orangutan, and wasn't an upright.
We both agree on that one.
So I don't think let's just say aliens got the Gigantopithecus DNA and human DNA.
Okay.
And with their knowledge, they put it together. Maybe that could be maybe a Bigfoot.
Right, solid.
But I think it's something that's been here since before the flood. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's religious. It could even have been like another species of Homo sapien type species. You know, we had Neanderthals, us, and a whole branch of other things that didn't survive. Maybe there was one that did survive, and it went to the places that nobody wants to live, so that way it could live. you know, like no humans generally live in the mountains or in the swamps. Well, that's where all these things seem to be encountered, is in areas that, like, basically people just they visit, but they don't live. Because you can't. It's hard to live in those areas as a human.
I forgot to tell you, Oak Island, the show is back on again, right?
Yeah.
And they found some coins. They actually found some. They didn't find a whole treasure. They found like a coin or two, like the Spanish Maravedí, a piece, otherwise known as Pieces of 8. They found really interesting shit there.
That's the same, Bob. You just get that little teaser. I mean, like, a lot of those shows I'll watch, but I mean, they have things like a tooth, right? That's like a molar.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times the size of a human. It's just massive. And they took it to Italy and had a dentist check it out, and he said it's real, but it's not human, but it's humanoid.
What do you think? What do you think about this?
That's what I mean. The little teaser. There's no skeleton. I want to see a skeleton or a mummy.
Well, we're talking about that. What do you think about the Star Child skull?
Oh, that's weird, eh? That one that dead guy Lloyd Pye used to have. I don't think that's alien at all. I honestly think it's a really bad deformity. But then they said that on this one show, Fact or Fiction, or whatever it was called,
okay,
or UFO Hunters. I can't remember, one of those type of shows. Well, they did an actual true 100% DNA test.
Yes,
and the
I remember that.
Human. Yeah, the mother's human, but the father's not identifiable. It's not on any of our charts. So that's where people say the mother was abducted and alien DNA.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Can't it be both?
It could be any of that stuff.
Can't it be a deformity and also an...
It could, and I got my third one too. My third one is it could have been just another one of those small populated races that survived the flood, and they lived for a couple thousand years after the flood before they basically all died out, because it's not an elongated skull, but it's definitely strange.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till I finish Atlas Shrugged. I'm almost done with that. That's the book I'm working on now, and then I'll start on the Book of Giants.
Yeah, there's this other video that I watched a long time ago. Maybe, I don't know, you might have even seen it because you mentioned about the skull. This guy named Lloyd Pye, he's dead now, but he has a video really cool called "Everything You Know Is Wrong" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And all he talks about is basically like Bigfoot and the skull that he owns, and it's really good live. It's too bad that he got cancer and died. He also still to be out there right now. There's lots of podcasts I could be listening to of him, because I used to like listening to Lloyd. He's very scientific. You don't go crawling all over the place, and I kind of enjoy that. There's some guys that I stay away from because they're bad. David Weatherly and Corey Good. Those guys are nuts.
Who are those, Cryptic?
Who are they?
I've never heard of Corey.
Corey Good is this guy that said that he went to Mars and all this stuff, government programs, and he said that there's alien bases, giant aliens frozen under the ice, and
like Bashago.
Oh, this guy's Bashago 2019 version. This guy, and he's being promoted by this guy named David Weatherly, who's one of those guys you see sometimes on Ancient Aliens and stuff, but he's a fucking idiot, alright? He says he's the reincarnation of Edgar Casey, but he's written books and made a whole bunch of predictions, and not one of them came true. And, and he has this picture of him and Edgar Casey when Edgar Casey was younger, side by side. I don't even see the comparison, and I'm not being rude. I don't see any comparison. That's like a picture of you and me side by side. It's like, no, that don't look like the same guy. That's how bad it is. And he's dressing up in his photo identical to the picture of Edgar Casey when Edgar Casey's younger. I think Edgar Casey's wearing like a bowler hat. He looks about 25. Well, this guy, David Weatherly, dresses up in a bowler hat and a suit, and then he makes the photo be black and white and puts them side by side. And it's like, you're still not fooling anyone. But he fools some people because some people believe his stories and put them on TV. But anyway, he promotes the Corey Good stuff. And a lot of these guys that I respect and like that are other guys on podcasts, all these guys say these two are fucking lying sacks of shit trying to make money. And now Corey Good's trying to make a comic book about his life experience. And he's just cashing in. It's just cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. It's non-stop. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And there's not even any proof. All their sources are top 5-star generals that won't come out. So they'll say, yeah, our source is a 5-star general, but we can't tell you who he is, and we can't even have him here behind a black screen talking because he doesn't exist. But the story is really interesting because I didn't know anything about this. I didn't trust Weatherly, but I didn't know who the hell Corey Good was. So I checked the story out, and I thought it was fantastically interesting. It was like about these, basically picture Antarctica without snow, and kind of like with tropical pyramids, 9 to 12 feet tall giants that built them that are from another planet. And then there was a flash flood, and everything like froze, or flash freezing, and a flash flood, everything happened like that. Where you have the woolly, you see the woolly mammoths while they're still eating,
right on,
froze to death right on the moment. Well, they said that's what happened to all these giants, and the government was down there digging shit out, and there was nobody verifying this, like nobody, absolutely nobody, like. Corey, and then I remember that some of these guys, and we'd be watching an interview, and they would say, yeah, I remember that somebody was asking Corey about this or that, and Corey had changed the subject, and the guy went back to the subject, and then Corey walked away. And then I was like, I can't remember what the thing was, but it was basically asking Corey, like, where's your source, or I was at this certain unit that you said you're at. Do you know such and such? I can't talk about that. Something like that, where he got caught in a lie. And he just had to walk away from it. And other guys were saying the same thing about different stuff. And I was just like, holy shit, everybody's really dumping on this guy. And these are the top dogs of the circle of this world of podcasts, like your... just like your top dogs, like Travis Walton.
Pardon me.
Those type of guys that you see in the big guys like that. None of them believe this guy, so that's good enough for me. Stanton Friedman, when he was alive, totally didn't believe any of this.
So
everybody on Coast to Coast didn't believe him.
Oh, Coast to Coast didn't believe him.
Yeah, and
they invite everyone.
Anymore. Well, nobody invites these guys on shows anymore, except for like small podcasts. None of the big podcasts want these guys because nobody wants to listen to them because they're basically lying, and then everybody knows it, and they're doing too much marketing. They're really marketing this with books and websites and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, and you can tell that this has been pre-made. So you don't think that? Do you think that the government was following around Edgar Casey? Speaking of, I don't know. I never thought of that. I mean, I think they were aware of him. What year was Casey around when he was doing that? When was that? Was that like 1930 something? 30s? Okay. Yeah, the 30s. I don't think they were. No, I don't think they were. I don't think the government really got really dirty until after the war, to be honest with you. That's when I think things got really... I think a lot of the underworld sort of took over, like, the corporations and things. Hey, there's Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Hey, Randy. I was on your podcast the other night, Randy, just for a few seconds, and then your podcast went out. I was telling Bob that when I first came on. I was talking to Bob. And so he went over there, was watching Randy's video. I haven't watched him in a while, went live, and bang, he was out, and he didn't come back on. Oh boy, I should grab water, but I'm going for another vodka blast. Be right back.
Alright.
Koro's right. We must end this.
We have only just begun, Kitana.
Outworlders will never accept us.
Round 1.
Is that Ryan, Mom? Oh no, that's Randy.
Oh, I'm tired. I feel tired. I don't know. I haven't been doing anything. Yeah, Randy, I was pretty shocked that I didn't even. I would have if I knew that it was your birthday that day, I would have popped on that day and said hello and happy birthday. But I was quite shocked. I saw you drinking, looked like a 4-pack or 6-pack of those blue coolers. And I was like, I thought Randy don't drink no more. And then I got thinking, oh, maybe he just does that maybe on occasions like Christmas or his birthday or something. But those look like some pretty tasty coolers. I like the blue. It was like something you see on Star Trek or something. Almost looked like a Quantum Cola from Nuka World. Oh.
So yeah, I think that this is my personal opinion. I think that, getting back on track here, that that FDR was smart enough that if he definitely looked into some shit. Not everything, but you know.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't think that. Well, it's hard to say because I also, it's a fact that the government was right on to Tesla, right? Everybody knows that.
That's a fact.
That's not even a conspiracy.
You can't debate that anymore.
He was a little more dangerous though because these technology. Casey is just this old guy doing prophecies. So. I'm gonna say I don't think the government cared about Casey at all.
Okay.
That's just my.
Okay.
You gotta go after this fight, bud?
Yeah, after the fight.
You said you want pizza.
Yeah.
I had pizza on Thursday. I said, exchange the sausage for him. Okay. No white sausage.
Me and your brother were comparing DNA.
Really? We did that 23andMe thing. That's what she was comparing with my brother. Did I tell you about that?
No. Which are those things like in Reader's Digest? Where
No.
you see if you're compatible with somebody?
23andMe, it does stuff on your DNA and genetics. What's Randy say, Ma?
Oh, he's just, I can tell you, and I remember...
Randy says, does anyone knows have no football yet during the Super Bowl? I had over 100 at one time, but my computer kept cutting out.
Yeah, I had like a lot of, it was like Super Bowl chat, but you're not allowed to talk about the Super Bowl chat at all. That was like his head. That Super Bowl chat with no football talk or something, man. I guess anybody that didn't like Super Bowl was Randy. I remember that. You had two videos that were long.
Okay. Guys,
Yeah.
I mean it this time.
Okay, well, say goodbye to Randy, and I'll say goodbye to you, Bob, then.
Goodbye, Randy. Good luck,
Take it
Cryptic.
easy. See you later, guys.
Yeah, stay solid.
Yep.
Best decision.
Adios.
Alright.
Elegance and grace.
Round 2. Fight.